Well, good morning everyone, and welcome back to Suntwist Acres. I'm Megan. Today I have something extremely exciting to share with you. Over the weekend we picked up something for our farm that I've been searching for probably ever since we moved here, and I've always wanted. And I was so excited that I was able to find this not only for a decent price and in really good condition, but on the coast. Like, we only had to drive down to Gibson's to get it. Yeah, I'm super excited. So this is going to be the first in a series of probably 3 videos. In this video I'm just going to show you what it is that I got. In the next video I'm going to restore it. And in the video after that, hopefully we're going to get it set up inside of our house and working. That one could be a ways down the road, but we'll see. So you guys are probably wondering what the heck it is that we found. So I'm just going to show you. So this is it, guys. This is what we got. Very cool. This is a wood burning oven. I mean, obviously, right? I'll give you some close-ups here. It's that's the stovepipe that will go on the back. And this particular model has a water bib. That's what this part here is. So this is the water bib. You can't see inside there, but there's no water in there anyways. That's so the way that this particular model works is that you fill that up with water, and then it the water gets heated, and then you can use it. You can't hook it up to your actual water pipes or anything like that, but that's awesome that it's got a water bib at all. This is where you'd put the fire wood, and that comes out of there, and then the firewood goes in there. This part here, this is where the that's the ash box, and it's kind of stuck in there, so I'm gonna have to do some work to get that out of there. But it might even still be usable, but if not, we've got a metal fabricating guy who can do that for us, who can fix that, make a new box. Now, this is one of the issues. This is all just tape, so when I do the restoration, this will all get cleaned off. And the restoration might happen in a couple different videos, because I'm not sure how quickly I'm going to get through it, but yeah, so this tape will just all wipe right off of there. Now this, as you can see, I'll try and take this off of here. This is how I managed to get the door to stay closed with an elastic band. Not that it like pops open or anything, but that's the inside of the oven. These racks here, or these little guys here, are in pretty good shape. There's no rack, but that's okay. We can probably get something made up or find something. This is one broken part that will have to get welded back together. And that's part of where the wood sits on those. And this is just another piece that was taken off that hasn't been screwed back on. So that's the inside, in pretty good shape, I think. Oh, one of the other things I didn't mention was the door is not functioning properly, and from my research I found out that in behind here, I'm told, and I don't know if it's the same with this, but I do think that it is, that there's a spring that this is going to be connected to that has something to do with the door. So we'll have to take that off and figure all of that out to hopefully get the door functioning properly. And I think the door is going to need a seal. The oven door is going to need a seal around the outside of it. Okay. One thing that this did not come with is one of the little guys that picks these up, but my parents actually have a couple out because they've got a wood burning stove, not an oven, that has a top like this. So it's all in pretty good shape. It still needs to be cleaned up and all of that. We managed to get this guy here moving fairly well. And we haven't even cleaned it all up yet. So that changes it so that either the top part gets heat or the oven gets heat. So, so one of the other little things that this has wrong with it is that this here is cracked, but it's not broken, like I can pick it up. But I probably will take that and get it welded and fix that up. And then these little grills in here. I don't really know much about a wood burning oven, so I'm going to learn here with the light so that you can see better what it looks like inside. It's all dirty. It hasn't been cleaned at all. I haven't cleaned this at all. We just took it apart and brought it home, and here we are. So this is where the fire would sit. This is where the wood would sit, and one of these is the one that's down inside the oven, and that's broken. And other than that, this whole, all of this is in my eyes, in exceptional shape compared to what I've seen some of these can look like. My hands are like filthy, like I said. And other than wiping the front of this off a little bit, we haven't really done much to it. Oops. And it's just kind of, oh yeah, really, really nice and dirty. I don't know, it's too bright and you can't see properly. I'm not a super great filmer here. Also, down in beside here, which you can't see too well because of where we have this shoved, but I will take it out so that you can see it all when I'm cleaning it. But those little guys there, I don't know if you'll be able to see this, but these guys are in beautiful, beautiful condition. There's no rust, and everything moves back and forth really nicely. Yeah, this stove, all in all, is in amazing, amazing shape. I'm super, super excited about that. When we first moved into the house that we're currently living in, there were two chimneys. There was the chimney for our wood-burning stove, and there was another chimney in the kitchen, and I always said how neat it would be to have a wood-burning oven in that space. I did almost give up on finding a used oven. So the only things that I could find were things that were quite far away from us. Definitely not on the coast. Finding something like that on the coast, I thought I didn't even know if it was possible. So I had pretty well given up the thought that we were going to be able to buy a used or an old wood-burning oven and restore it, which is really what I wanted to do. I didn't want to buy a brand new, shiny, perfect wood-burning oven. That just was not what I wanted. I wanted an old oven that we could restore and bring back into use, instead of having it rust away somewhere in someone's woodshed, which is where this particular one sort of was. The lady and gentleman who had it were storing it for a friend, and she's needing to get rid of it, and they wanted it out of their way, so they sold it. I paid $800 for this. This particular oven came from a farm in Saskatchewan. I was going to say Alberta. From true homesteaders, when the family moved here from Scandinavia, I think. I'm pretty sure that's what she said. I could be wrong on that. And yes, this wood oven cooked a lot of meals, I'm sure, for people. And it was the last thing, or it was the only thing that the remaining person from the homestead took from the homestead. It was the only thing that she kept, was this wood-burning oven. So when I got to tell her that this is going to be restored and used in a modern-day homestead, which is nothing like what what an original homestead was, she was overjoyed to know that this wood stove is going to get put into use, and it's going to bake bread, and it's going to heat our kitchen too. That's going to be a big part of it. So I'm so excited that I'm standing in front of this, showing this to you guys. This is like, I really just started this YouTube channel, and I think that it is just crazy that all of a sudden here I have this major piece of our homestead that just kind of fell into my lap. In the next little while, keep your eyes on the channel for, I'm going to do a full restoration on this, clean it all up. I've got some techniques that I'm going to try out to get the rust off of this stuff. I'm still like up in the air. I don't know if I want to paint it. I'm not sure how much of the rust is going to come off because I like that old look. But I might get some paint, some black paint, and do, or maybe brown. I wonder if I can get brown. Anyways, those are going to be all the sorts of things that I'm going to need to figure out, and maybe I will be asking for some suggestions from people, what they think that I should do, or what they think would look good. Yeah. So I'm just going to give you a little peek at where the oven will be sitting eventually. This is the chimney. If I can get this to move. And, well, as you can see right now, obviously, it's the spot where my pots and pans sit. But there'll be a couple of factors in us putting this here that we'll have to figure out. Like the doors, one to the bathroom, one to a bedroom, are over here. So I don't know how that's going to work in having a wood burning oven sitting here in this spot. We're going to play all of it by ear. We're just going to figure it out. We're just going to make it work. But for now, I have it, and that's the most exciting thing. So I hope that you are as excited about this as I am, and as excited about this journey that we're about to go on, because I'm like overjoyed. I actually want to like dig in and start right now, but I can't because I have way too many other things on my list to do right now that are far more important than restoring an old wood stove or wood oven. I'm just going to slowly pick away at it over the next couple of weeks, and I'll take videos and I'll try and be as thorough as I can about every single thing that I'm doing to make this into a totally working unit. I'm actually pretty sure that right now, if we had to, I could just fire this thing up and use it. That's how good a shape it's in. So that's totally, totally awesome. I can't wait. I cannot wait until we bake our first loaf of real sourdough bread in this oven together. I'm so excited. I just can't wait for that. That's going to be a ways down the road, but maybe by the fall we can have this thing actually up and running in the kitchen. I hope so. Keep your fingers crossed for me, guys, that this is going to work out. I'm super, super stoked right now. Like really, really excited. I think you can maybe tell that. Anyways, so keep watching for part 2 to this video, and as I said, there will probably be part 3 and maybe even part 4. I'm not quite sure how many parts the actual restoration is going to be, so keep your eye on our channel for the upcoming videos on the restoration of this wood burning oven. Thank you very much for joining me today on the farm. If you like this video, please consider subscribing and give us a thumbs up, because that really, really helps out our channel. Thanks a lot, and we'll see you next time. Bye!